We've got a mailbag on tap on today's Chiefs Report, but here's the deal. We need you to subscribe to do more videos. So help us out. Hit that big red button, trying to get to 31,000 subscribers before training camp, which begins on July 27th. I think we can get there, so subscribe today. And once you do, turn on those notifications so you never miss a video here on the Chiefs Report. Today's Chiefs Mailbag is presented by Aura, an all-in-one digital safety provider to keep you safe online. You can start a free trial today at aura.com/chatsports. Hackers are more prevalent than ever, folks. Get going with that free trial. You are not going to regret it. Aura.com/chatsports. All right, lots of questions to get into, so we'll jump on in here. We got Connor kicking things off. Do you think the offense will have equal or more success than it did with Tyreek Hill? I mean, until we watch it play, I'd just be guessing, but, you're asking, do you think? So it's a fair question. Let me just first say this. It's obviously hard to replace Tyreek Hill. Doesn't mean it's impossible. Doesn't mean the offense can't be better without him. Just understand, we can't underestimate just how unreal this guy was. I mean, you look at the numbers, and that doesn't even tell the story, and the numbers are incredible. You're talking about a guy who averaged basically 80 catches, over 1,100 yards, and 9 touchdowns over the past 6 seasons. That's incredible. In a few of those years, he did a lot more than that as well. So, I mean, let's keep that in mind. You're not replacing them. However, on the flip side, I am excited to see this offense play. I'm excited to see how Mahomes, Andy Reid, Bieniemy, and these guys kind of target defenses now. Are they going to spread the wealth more? Could this offense be less predictable now? Because defenses aren't necessarily zeroing in on a guy like Tyreek Hill. Now, I'm not going to get it twisted. Would I prefer to have Tyreek Hill? Absolutely. But that ship has obviously sailed, and we've all moved on at this point. And I am excited to see how this offense functions without the cheetah. I think it's possible overall it could be more efficient. But obviously you have less of a home run hitter on your offense now that Tyreek Hill is not a part of it. Will this offense suffer without Tyreek Hill? That's kind of the question that was asked to me, and I'm going to ask it to you. Type Y for yes, type in for no. Do you think this offense will suffer without the cheetah? Next up on our Chiefs mailbag, Maximo0101. Which player in free agency, I think he means, or cuts among players who gets cut, do you want the Chiefs to sign if that player is available? It's kind of a loose question because I don't know who's going to get cut, when it's going to happen. In general, I want edge rushers, at least one, if not two. I just don't love how this defensive line sits at this point in time. Frank Clark is a good-ish player, but he's been pretty disappointing in recent years. We don't know what we're going to get from George Karlaftis. I want more players coming off the edge. I just do. I would have liked to bring Melvin Ingram back. I don't think Miami overpaid for him, so I think that was a bit of a disappointment. Hopefully Michael Danna can take another step and be a reliable third edge rusher. Joshua Kando, hopefully he gets involved this year, but even then, you're still feeling pretty thin there. So I'd like to add an edge rusher or two. We'll see what happens over time as we get closer and closer to week 1. Which Chiefs rookie will have the better career, the best career? That's what I want to ask you guys on today's show, because we have a question about rookies coming up, so I wanted to pose this question for you guys. Which Chiefs rookie will have the best career for the Kansas City Chiefs? Let me know down in the comments, and then we'll get to that question in just a second. But first, Aura, the best online safety digital provider out there, because like I said earlier, hackers are everywhere, and Aura offers you financial fraud protection, identity theft protection, overall online and device security. What does that mean? Your social media accounts, your email, Amazon, online shopping, all that stuff has your credit card information. And hey, I used to be one of those people. I was, scared to put my card info online when I would purchase stuff, order food, etc., because I just assume hackers are going to find it, which, yeah, they're going to try to, but Aura is going to monitor all that stuff, and they're going to let you know if there's suspicious online activity. They also offer family plans up to 5 people. Unfortunately, the people who get hacked the most are grandma and grandpa, right? They don't know what they're doing online. They don't know how to protect themselves. Get them on the family plan. Aura.com/chatsports, an all-in-one digital safety provider for your entire family. 14-day free trial today. You're not going to regret it. Aura.com/chatsports. Check the comments. Check the description. Stay safe online with Aura. I don't give a bleep gat. What undrafted free agent besides Justyn Ross do you think has a real shot at making the roster? I don't think there's a guy that has a great shot beyond Ross, but a guy I am keeping an eye on is Jerrion Ealy, who played his college ball at Ole Miss, spent 3 years there in the SEC. Pretty versatile guy. Played some receiver, played some running back in college, and I think that versatility at least gives him a shot, especially if he can contribute on special teams. In his 3 collegiate seasons, he put up good numbers, right? Over 2,200 rushing yards, 550 receiving yards just about, and 24 total touchdowns. This guy found the end zone, 8 touchdowns a year on average during his college career. And again, you're talking about a guy who played in the SEC against the elite competition of college football, so I am monitoring him. I think the practice squad is probably more likely, but I do hope he is on the practice squad. I think bringing back Jarrett McKinnon probably hurt his chances of making the rosters, kind of a scat back receiver type. I do think that'll make an avenue a little bit more challenging for a guy like Jerrion Ealy, but keep an eye on that name, especially in training camp. He could be a guy, especially in the preseason, that could be fun to watch late in those games. Grayson Neely, who is going to be the biggest star out of this draft class? In my opinion, it's either going to be Trent McDuffie or Brian Cook. So I'm going to kind of break this down into 2 categories. I think Trent McDuffie will have the biggest impact in year 1. He's going to start, barring something unforeseen, and I think he could give you similar production to a guy like Charvarius Ward did last year. So that's number 1. It was a need at corner. You added him. I think by the end of the year it's possible he could be CB1. I really do think that's a possibility. All 3 of these corners, Snead, Fenton, and McDuffie, have really good potential and can play well together. Now, in terms of chance to be a star, I will actually pick Skyy Moore in terms of a long-term type because he's playing with Patrick Mahomes, right? And as we currently sit, this team doesn't have a clear-cut number 1 receiver moving forward. I don't think it's Juju long-term. I don't think it's Mecole Hardman. Valdez-Scantling isn't really a true number 1 type of receiver, but Skyy Moore could become that. Now, he's going to be a rookie. He's a little behind the 8 ball because he missed some time at OTAs and minicamp, but he's been working out with Patrick Mahomes between minicamp and training camp. That's a good sign. He's got the ability to be special. I mean, he really stood out his last collegiate season at Western Michigan. I get it's a big jump in competition, but if you're a receiver playing with Patrick Mahomes, you have all the chance in the world to stand out, and I think he's going to get those opportunities. Again, year 1, I would take a guy like Trent McDuffie, but long-term, a chance to be a star, I'm actually going to lean with a guy like Skyy Moore, a guy who had 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns a year ago. Name a player that the Chiefs should go out and sign. I want to hear that from you guys down in the comment section. Who would you like to see the Chiefs go sign in free agency? Go ahead and let me know. All right, that's going to do it for today's Chiefs Mailbag. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you love the Chiefs. And be sure to turn on those notifications. A lot of you guys already are subscribed, but the noties aren't turned on, so you're missing some of our videos because YouTube may not always send you a notification if you don't have that bell icon selected to all. So be sure to do that. I'm Harrison Graham. We'll see you soon here on the Chiefs Report.